Anyone who follows construction-related news must be aware that building projects are rarely completed on schedule, and several never make it to their grand opening day. These massive construction projects may have seemed like wonderful ideas on paper, but sadly, things didn't always go as planned, whether due to economic problems or unexpected situations. In this video, we'll round up a few high-profile building projects that were never actually completed. Let's begin with the most surprising one. Before COVID, Mexico City International Airport was operating beyond its capacity and had become overcrowded. There was an urgent need for a new airport. In 2014, the former Mexican government, under the leadership of Enrique Peña Nieto, decided to construct a new airport. The project began outside of Mexico City, in the old Texaco Lake Basin. Foster & Partners, a British architectural firm, secured the contract to build the airport. It was designed to have 6 runways and, once operational, would have required the total shutdown of the existing international airport and a swift transfer of operations. It was planned to open in 2024. Upon completion, the new airport would have been capable of handling 1.12 million operations per year and accommodate up to 137 million passengers. However, a turning point came in 2018. Despite half of the construction being completed, Mexico's new president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, decided to halt the Texcoco Airport project. He had made canceling the project a key campaign promise, citing concerns over the $13.3 billion estimated cost, allegations of corruption, and potential environmental damage. 60% of the funding was to come from the Mexican government, with the remaining 40% sourced from bank loans and debt securities. The cancellation followed a public referendum on the airport, which resulted in a majority vote against it. In second place, we have the Zhongyun International Project, one of China's great abandoned dreams. It was a massive real estate project spanning approximately 1,800 acres. The local government viewed it as a crucial investment to boost the real estate, tourism, and cultural sectors. The project was divided into 2 parts, the south covering approximately 1,300 acres of luxury homes, and the north covering 426 acres. In 2014, the rapid development suddenly came to a halt after the project was seized by local authorities. This occurred when the Hebei Real Estate Development Group, the primary entity behind the construction, was investigated for corruption. Since then, property values have plummeted. The company has incurred billions in debt. Thousands of homeowners have been prevented from moving in, and the apartments are no longer livable. According to reports, the main developer had planned to invest $17 billion, and around 700 residential complexes had been sold when construction stopped. Now, let's move on to the third incomplete mega project on our list, the Royongyong Hotel in North Korea. At the time, it was intended to be the tallest hotel in the world, standing at 984 feet, with more than 105 floors and several thousand hotel rooms. From a distance, the structure's exterior is impressive, resembling a massive mirrored pyramid. However, this hotel was never completed. For decades, it was referred to as the Hotel of Ghosts or the Hotel of Doom. Construction began in 1987, and the hotel was scheduled to be completed a few years later. Unfortunately, things did not go as planned. Due to extreme isolation and severe financial difficulties, North Korea experienced an economic crisis from which the country has yet to fully recover. The inauguration date was postponed, and when the Soviet Union, North Korea's main ally, collapsed in 1989, the country's economy also crumbled. Despite efforts from the Kim regime, the construction of the world's tallest hotel was suspended in 1992 due to a lack of funding and materials. At number 4, we have a project that promised a lot but delivered nothing. The Garden Bridge, initially proposed in the 1990s by actress Joanna Lumley, was envisioned as a pedestrian bridge over the River Thames in central London. The bridge was designed to be a garden, a walkway, a tourist attraction, and a breath of fresh air in the heart of the city, despite the fact that there were already 2 bridges nearby. The Garden Bridge was considered a unique project that could have made a significant contribution to London's infrastructure if everything had gone as planned. Unfortunately, that is not what happened. With an estimated cost of $85 million, the 366-meter-long bridge, adorned with trees and flowers, was planned to be open 18 hours a day and was expected to attract 3 million visitors each year. It was initially claimed that the bridge would be entirely funded through private donations, with no public funding required. However, by 2015, the charity sponsoring the project, the Garden Bridge Trust, announced that costs had risen to $260 million, with $85 million coming from public funds. This sparked significant public outcry, with many arguing that the bridge served no immediate purpose, especially given the number of bridges already in the area. By 2017, costs had soared to over $280 million, with only $180 million secured at the time. It was estimated that the raising of additional funds required would take at least 6 more years. As a result, the project was officially canceled in August 2017, when a review committee concluded that it was better to cut their losses than to continue with the costly endeavor. For number 5 on our unfinished megaproject list, we have China's abandoned skyscraper, Golden Finance 117, proposed in 2008 as the centerpiece of billionaire Pan Sutong's Golden Metropolitan Development, a luxurious 1.8 square kilometer project that included various residential and commercial towers, French and Italian-style manors, a wine museum, extensive gardens, and even a polo club. This tower was intended to be an architectural marvel. The structure was to be encased in a 3-story diamond-shaped plaza and was planned to feature the world's highest observation deck, swimming pool, restaurant, and sky bar. In terms of the highest habitable level, the building would have ranked second only to the Burj Khalifa by a mere half a meter. The tower's foundation was completed in 2012, and it topped out at 597 meters in September 2015. However, this was the turning point as the project's developer reportedly declared bankruptcy, halting construction. With no official announcements on whether the project will ever be completed, many have questioned how one of the world's most powerful economies, with the fastest rate of urbanization in history, came to possess the world's tallest ghost scraper. Now, let's move to the last project on our list. If you were asked to imagine a castle, you would probably picture Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany, the inspiration behind the iconic Disney castle. However, what many Disney fans may not know is that this stunning castle with its towering white spires remains unfinished. Construction began in 1868 when King Ludwig II planned to build his own palace, inspired by Hohenschwangau Castle, where he had grown up. Although castles were no longer needed as defensive structures at the time, this castle still featured a walled courtyard, an artificial cave, and a hidden garden. It also boasted modern comforts such as running water, hot water, an elevator, telephone lines, and central heating. However, King Ludwig II's grand vision came to an end when he died under mysterious circumstances in 1886. Tragically, he only stayed in the castle sporadically for around 6 months and never fully enjoyed his fairy tale creation. Similarly, there are countless other unfinished mega projects, including the African Trans-Sahara Highway, Germany's Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, Spain's Sagrada Familia, and the Philippines' Batar nuclear power plant, to name just a few. Some stand as symbols of nations' economic struggles, while others remain incomplete due to political or environmental challenges. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop with more top-notch content on our channel.